So, and I'm going to pick on Stephen because you're on with me, or Charles, because you're on with me. So Charles, before we dive into this, I want to educate how I get paid and the different ways you can choose, because you have a choice. And I work in a couple different ways. So I'm going to role play this a little bit different this time, guys. I'm going to bring up my whiteboard just so I can talk with you while I'm doing it. And so you have a choice. I'm going to go through some of your choices, but first I want to talk about 1%. Have you seen any company out there marketing that they're a 1% listing?
Yes.
Okay. So what I want to bring up is that you're going to see a big asterisk either before or after, because there is no 1% listing. Because in every transaction, there's the seller's agent and there's a buyer's agent, and they both get paid. And the seller pays both. So in most of those marketing pieces, you'll see lots of little asterisks and all that. Well, if the seller's agent chooses to take 1%, you still need to pay the buyer's agent X. So you probably are going to really be paying about 4% commission, not 1%. Okay. And I want to go a step further with you, because the truth is, I'm going to ask you to choose between 5, 6, 7, or 8%, or you could just do 6, 7, or 8%, or whatever you guys want. Because you have choice with me, and yet I want to explain this. First things first, let's just say you pick 6%. The truth is there's 2 agents in the deal, not me. It's me and, right? So I like to be even and fair and give half to the buyer's agent. The reason why is because I want to attract as many buyer agents to show this house and bring us a great buyer as possible. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Now, if I'm a discounting agent and I don't take a full commission, I can work that in a number of ways. So let's just say I did 5% instead. I could still take my 3% and only offer the other side 2%. And what could that mean to you? So if we only we take a 33% cut on the commission an agent bringing us a buyer would have, what bad things could happen? What comes to mind to you?
Well, again, the same thing as before, the agent may not work as hard on the other side.
Yeah, we may have a lack of showings, people not even showing it. They may not really hustle to keep the deal together, because if they're going to get paid 3% on a different house, they may work harder for that one, right?
Yes.
Here's what I'm most concerned about for you. In this market, we're seeing bidding wars where people are paying more, right? If you don't get enough showings, we don't get a bidding war. So that's what I worry about. So if you're talking to someone that's offering 1%, and they say, well, no, it's not even 4%, it's only 3%, and I'm only offering 1 to me and 2 to them, there's some things you should be concerned about, right?
Right.
In addition to that, if we go back to how I break it down, I like to be fair so that the buyer's agents are excited to work with us and excited to bring us a buyer. But the truth is, I still need to pay Uncle Sam. I can't spell, sorry guys. I got to pay my broker. And the truth is, I went through all those expenses I need to cover for you. And let's just kind of go through them again. And I would break it down to specifics, you guys, of what you're paying.
Right.
And then truth be told, I need to make some profit. I've got a family to feed.
Right.
So if I do make a reduction, here's my greater fear. If I don't give you the photography, the professional photography with the virtual, which is actually a pretty big expense. I spent about $500 on that. My fear is that your house isn't going to show as well online, and you're never going to have any of these things happen.
That is true.
So, and the other part to it is an agent that's so quick to give away their own commission, be it 33% or 66%, how equipped are they to negotiate in your behalf to protect your equity?
Well, that agent on the other side is not going to be as strong as as if everything was all equal, obviously.
And I want to give you a discount. So Charles, one of the things I have is Keller Mortgage, and I'm going to give you access to go shop that along with every other mortgage company that you are looking at. And based off the price point that you had in mind at 500,000, I can save you about 10 grand and include some additional closing costs. So I'd love for you to really explore that openly. And the truth is, that's way more money than this 1% we're talking about, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. So do you want someone fighting for your equity and protecting you that's a professional, that's willing and able to negotiate for myself? Or do you want to work with an agent that's giving away all their profit and not going to have the money to cover the expenses of the transaction as your agent?
I want you to take care of me, Jessica.
Yeah. And I got you. So end of role play.